Before we head over into Islands of Adventure, here's a quick look at the construction going on for what we believe will be the new Universal Studios store. At least that's the current scuttlebutt. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this. Of course, we're all used to Universal construction walls by this point. So there is what it currently looks like. Quite a bit of progress so far on this. See that little, whatever that rafter, what's going on here with the rafters. There you go. There's a look at the current construction over here in City Walk. Hello everybody out there in Atlanta, this is Chris from HHN with another exciting episode of Topher's Vlog. We are back out at Universal Studios Florida today, Universal Orlando Resort. We're going to go ahead and do some exploring. We haven't been over in Islands of Adventure in a couple weeks to see the progress, or what the progress looks like since we last were at the VelociCoaster, so we're going to go check that out. I am still experimenting with the camera today. We're doing some different settings, so we'll see how that turns out in post. So it is what it is, so bear that in mind. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do some exploring, go to Islands of Adventure first, and then of course finish off at Universal Studios Florida to go ahead and get in some of the houses. Two of the, of course, Bride of Frankenstein Lives and Adventure of the Tooth Fairy is still open through November, so we're going to go ahead. It wouldn't be a proper day if we did not end it with the houses. So looks like it's a fairly quiet day here out at the studios. It should be quite a fun day. But let's head over into Islands and see what's going on over there. Let's go explore and have some fun. Looked like it was a fairly quiet day, but there are quite a bit of people over here at Islands of Adventure, so at least more so than usual for a Tuesday. I don't think it's quite as dead as I thought it was. We'll go check the wait times and see just exactly how dead it could be. It is a nice day out here, so it's a little bit of a Florida, kind of a Florida fall, really, where it's like 90 degrees, but humidity is down, so there's that. But I think we had like one or two so far real fall days here in Florida. I think it was supposed to get a little bit cooler towards the end of the week, so but it is still like 90 degrees today. It's just there's little humidity, so Florida fall. Like I said, a little bit of a busier day than I first anticipated. So here are the current wait times. So Hagrid's at 100 minutes, so that's fun. 25, 60 for Skull Island. So yeah, so a little bit of a busier day than I thought it would be, but we're going into, of course, if you've been with me so far, you know that I call these bad decision lands, the sort of smoking areas inside the parks, and it's quite busy over here too. There's the lagoon from across, or excuse me, there's the roller coaster from across the lagoon, what it currently looks like. There's the roller coaster from across the lagoon so far. Decided we'd start today's explore on this side. I always instinctively start on the Marvel side. I don't know why I do that. I just always instinctively start on the Marvel side. Every time. Seuss is just, we got some helicopters overhead. A lot of fun memories over here in McGilligan's Pool. I don't have any change on me, but I would assume these are turned off.
Young man, you're sort of a fool.
Basically, you throw the coins in the mouth, and the fish sprays you. But I don't think those are currently on. But see all the coinage. many a good time in my younger days at McGilligan's pool. But I really like this landing. I mean, it's bright, it's colorful, of course. You know, the hot Florida sun, maybe not so much, because all that brightness is sort of, you know, bouncing off the colors and burning your skin. But got another U-rest area back here. This is fairly new. It was here last week. I just didn't come back here. But another U-rest area back here now, next to One Fish, Two Fish. So back there. Yeah, I just always, for some strange reason, I always instinctively just start in marble. I never come to the right unless I'm trying to get to, you know, Hagrid's or Potter really quickly. A little bit of a sort of fact about me. When I was a wee lad, you know, finding my way in the world, there were 2 times in my life at a very young age that I cried when somebody famous died, and that was Jim Henson and Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss was a very influential part of my childhood. So I don't know why I decided to share that fact, but I did. So Dr. Seuss, you know, I mean, he's got a very special place in my black little heart. Dr. Seuss. You know, I guess if I'm remembering correctly and not misremembering, I think Dr. Seuss and Jim Henson died fairly close together. I think it was kind of a 1-2 punch as a kid. It wasn't too far separated. So, of course, back by Mythos, it's very loud back here. But you got the bridge troll, of course. There it is. Everybody knows about the bridge troll. But we're going to come over here real quickly and just take a look at the construction on the Mythos side. So here's a quick look at the VelociCoaster over on the Mythos side of things. Of course, we'll go over right over there eventually. That's our Popeye area. Everyone seems to go over there. But here's what it looks like over on the Mythos side currently. It looks like they've done a lot of concrete work over there in front of the Discovery Center. And I believe, I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on this, but I believe the entrance to the ride is on this side of the lagoon. So you go through the, you know, through the Discovery Center, and then, or around the Discovery Center, of course, and then you can come over here and get on the ride. There he is. There he is. There's another one. Big turtles. A lot of fish there. In its natural habitat. The official animal of 2020. A face mask. These guys, I'm not quite sure. I've seen these guys, obviously these types of turtles live in this lagoon. I'm not quite sure what they're called. I don't know what kind of turtles they are. Just kind of hanging out, waiting for food. A lot of fish down there too, of course. I have been stopped as got some stuffs for the VelociCoaster here. Some dirt. A lot of dirt. Anything else? Nope, I think that's it. So, a lot busier than it was when we were here last week. Current posted wait for Hagrid's is 100 minutes. Walking through Jurassic Park, we can see the current state of the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey new locker situation here. The scrims are still up. Can't see anything really beyond that. So scrims are still up there. So on this side, looks like we got some stairs taking shape over here with the typical sort of Jurassic Park paddock metal happening. On top of the Raptor paddock, we've got some electrified wiring, of course, to keep the Raptors at bay. That's going up there. We got some here, we got some on this side. Some more, another look at the wiring on top of there.
Sorry. Green is a trigger color.
Looks like we also got some little warning lights on the top there too. See if I can zoom in a little bit. We got all these warning lights on the top there. Look at that rock work. Some more warning lights up here. We'll look at the electrified fence. Look at some of the twisted rock and metal. People still working, of course.
Make sure we look at the castle
So there is a lot of activity going on today on this side of the coaster construction. A lot of concrete going on. Like I said, I believe that is the entrance right there. I think this area, right in there, I think is the entrance. So, and of course they're kind of redoing the courtyard in front of the Discovery Center. So there's today's look. So since a lot of the vloggers and bloggers have found this little spot back here behind Popeyes to get a closer look at the VelociCoaster, a lot of them are just kind of now noticing a lot of these little Popeye in-jokes back here. There's a long walkway behind me, Ship the Olive, and Bill Drop barges. It has a lot of like little Popeye in-jokes and stuff. So there's this over here, which is a bunch of mailboxes. You got Popeye, Sweet Pea, olive oil, some overdue bills. Wimpy has a little thing, of course. And if you continue down the walkway, so we'll try to go fast here. Like I said, there's a very long walkway back here, so if you're not familiar with this, there are a lot of little things. So no line fishkin. Popeye must have wrote that one. A lot of little hooks and doodads. Some packages. Little overturned boat there. And an anchor. Plymouth Rock is one of my favorite puns, because it is a Plymouth car made out of a rock. Got a nest up there. So we are out of Islands of Adventure and back over at the studios. As you can see, it is also fairly crowded on the studio side as well. 70 minutes for Despicable Me, 75 for our friend Shrek, and just quite a quite a bit of people walking around over here. If my suspicions are correct though, the wait times for the houses will still be short. That's been a model past opening weekend. The houses wait times have not been very long, so it is what it is. I can already see wait times are pretty low, but this is an abomination over here. What is this? Really? We've got a Christmas outpost next to the entrance to Bride of Frankenstein with Christmas already out. This is not cool. Lots of Christmas stuff out over here. This is just way too early for this stuff. So there you go. Christmas outpost. Continuing around the park here, Transformers has been down since I got to the park. What time did I get to the park? I guess I got here about 3 o'clock, but Transformers has been down. They keep making announcements since I got to the park. People have just left the line from inside. So, don't quite know what the problem is, but it's been down for quite a while. So, okay, everybody out there now, and it is time. I'm gonna go ahead and head into the houses. We'll see how the houses are today. Once again, like a putz, I forgot my sunglasses at home. So, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. Whether or not I'm gonna be able to see, I doubt it. We are Florida bright out here again today. It's hot, but it's not humid, so you know, it is what it is, but it is very bright. So I'm about to head into, I'm going to do Tooth Fairy first, and I'll do the brides, and then we'll see where we are, and maybe I'll get in one of the other two for a second time today. Something I have not done yet this season is go onto the houses multiple times in one day, because I do got to get out of here soon. I'm past my expiration time for visiting theme parks, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to go ahead, head into Revenge Tooth Fairy, and see how it is. So that's going to do it for me out here today at Universal Orlando Resort. I did Revenge of the Tooth Fairy once. I did the Bride of Frankenstein Lives twice. And let me tell you, the last, my second time through Bride of Frankenstein Lives, I was completely and utterly alone inside that house. It was myself and the Spookies, and it was glorious. I love that house so much. I may have shed a tear. I mean, it was such a great experience with just me alone trying to traverse that house by myself. I love that house so much. It is my favorite of the two houses, hands down. I still like the Tooth Fairy. I'm getting a little bit of flack for that. Tooth Fairy is a great house, but Bride of Frankenstein Lives is hands down my favorite house of the two so far this year, and I got to do it all by myself. Nobody in front of me, nobody behind me. It was just not even, I was literally in that thing by myself, and it was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in a Halloween Horror Nights house. It was so good. I was left a little bit speechless because, like I said in a couple of other videos back, it's a little weird to have the wait times be so long for certain attractions and have the houses at basically walk-ons. But we're at 4:30 right now, so I walked through the house about 5 or 6 minutes ago, and there was nobody in line. Absolutely nobody. They just went through a cast change, so I made it in there when all the cast was right in their roles, in their spots where they needed to be, and it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun in that. First time I've done them twice in one day. We'll start doing them more and more throughout the course of the season. I still am trying to limit my time out here because we are still in the middle of the pandemic, so that is that's just my personal preference. But yeah, so one time through Revenge of the Tooth Fairy for today, and twice through Bride of Frankenstein Lives. One time completely and utterly alone. It was a great experience, but yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. On my way out, just stopped at the Horror Nights cart, and it looks like some of the magnets are 30% off already. So, just like actual Halloween Horror Nights, as we get more into the month of October, things are already starting to get discounted here. They still got plenty of glasses, plenty of HHN glasses. They recently fixed the director one, although that still has the wrong name on it. So does that one. So I am told they fixed the name, but these in front of me at the stand in City Walk have not fixed the name. So it's still Ravinsky. It's Ravinsky. So, but still plenty of glasses left. This is just in the cart in City Walk. Got a lot of shirts left still too. $28, yeah. Only a matter of time, I guess, before these go on sale. So, but anyway, so some Horror Nights magnets are 30% off, and of course the face coverings are 3 for $20. So Universal, I'm currently wearing the Frankenstein one, and then over here you got your, these magnets are $8. So these ones, Pumpkin King ones are $8, and then these magnets over here, the ones that are here, so your throwback ones are 30% off.